Hello, this is Bill Keach from Sunbelt Computer Software. Today we're going to talk about the new integrated debugger available in the 10.4 version of the Sunbelt IDE. To use the integrated debugger, what you will need to do is, number one, make sure that in your project, under Options, that we are set the debugger to integrated. You'll probably want to break it the first statement. That should be the second thing that you should set. And also make sure under the compiler that we actually produce metadata, because it is certainly required for the correct operation of the IDE. From this point on, all you necessarily need to do is start the debugger up, and the project will shift into a new debugging tree view. The source will be shown, and you can do general debugger operations such as stepping in to a program. You can select anything. For example, in this case, perhaps we would like to put a breakpoint here anytime that we're going to call this function out of this form. So we've selected the form, then we can put a breakpoint, tell our program to go, and when we hit our breakpoint here, we can see a whole series of information. Now, information provided underneath the debugger is a new set of windows that contain information such as the breakpoint that we set, any trace points that we wish to use, the call stack of where we've gotten to here, including the various labels, so we can go back through the call stack or back to where we hit. We can look at any locals if we were inside a function. We can see any globals that happen to be set up in the path in the program. If we had multiple modules, we can take a look at those. In this case, we're only running with one module, and we will talk about modules and debugging modules in another video. We can set up watch points. We can set up look at any files that happen to be open at this time. And in this case, we have one file that's an ISAM file. We can see the name and the text and the modules there. And of course, we can also see the event that actually brought us here and the information for that event. So those are some of the new information that you can get as we step into the call here. In this case, we're inside a function and we do have locals. So if we go back to the locals, we can see the locals. Now, if we want to look at data, we can either click something. As an example, we can click right there and bring up a local watch, which if we wanted to, we could then also just double click here and bring up the watch statement as well. The watch variable, the watch dialog allows you to change the data, see some information, change firm pointer, length pointer if it's dim, and actually add it to the watch. So if we go now to our watch, you see that it's been added. So we can take a look at it. The watch dialog will stay up as well as we step through if we want to particularly look at some specific spot here. So in this case, instead, let's take a look at button ID. We see that it's forgot, so that will be a case of forgot, and then we'll be executing shutdown. We'll continue to go. We see shutdown. At this point, we can no longer go any farther. It only gives us the capability of terminating. In which case, when we terminate, then we're actually back right into the IDE. This is a quick look at what the new integrated debugger is. I think you'll find that it's going to make program turnaround time much faster. And thank you for watching.